Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's first video. It's Monday at GazWeatherVids.com, which means only one thing, it's Europe Day. Every Monday at GazWeatherVids we have a look at the weather for the coming week across the continent, and today's no exception. However, we get on with the European outlook, just say about the ads. There's links to articles on all pages. GazWeatherVids.com have browse widgets and the articles that you're interested in, please click through. You guys go and read the article, thanks so much for doing that. The website we're using for the European outlook is coming from westcent.de. You can find a link to it on the links page. So we're going to find the heat rebuilding across many parts of Europe through the course of the coming week, particularly later on in the week. It's pretty warm across most parts of Europe at the moment. It will get hotter as we go through towards the latter stages of the week. Be a pretty hot summer for many parts of Europe this week. Let's get on with it then. We've got the high pressure ridging here from the Azores in towards the west and southwest of Europe, which has been an omnipresent sort of feature through the summer so far, with a strong Azores ridge building into many parts of Europe. It is more unsettled up to the north, so particularly as it has been throughout the summer so far through Scandinavia into northeastern parts of Europe, and also niggling into the UK and Ireland at times as well, but elsewhere a lot of anticyclonic influences. But air temperatures aren't that impressive. Very hot through the Med, of course, and the heat really still focused down across Spain and Portugal. Very hot air coming out of North Africa into central parts of Spain once again. It is a hot scene across the whole of the Mediterranean, but up to the north it is quite a bit cooler through northern parts of France, Ireland, the UK, Belgium and Holland, Denmark, Germany, Poland, and then going northwards into Scandinavia and northeastern parts of Europe. So quite a few showers across central and northeastern areas today. Could be some showers through Germany and Poland in particular, and then may carry on eastwards towards the Black Sea. Going up in towards the northeast, parts of western Russia, a risk of showers and thunderstorms there, and maybe some showers coming back in towards Scandinavia, particularly perhaps focused on Norway and southern parts of Sweden. Some rain also possible across central parts of the UK and into Ireland as well. That leaves the bulk of France, Spain and Portugal main dry, very hot and sunny across Spain and Portugal, of course, and the whole of the Med really is dry as well. Could be a few showers over the Adriatic in towards the Balkans, but as you come down in towards Greece, it is almost a universally dry scene through this week. So a bit of a north-south split with the temperatures. For many central northern parts of Europe, temperatures are around sort of average, maybe a little bit below in one or two places, but generally into below to mid-20s. When it comes down through the Med, it's a hot scene again. Temperatures in Greece around 35 is 95 Fahrenheit. And central part of Spain again up to 38, 39, perhaps 40 degrees in some places. So again, we're going up above 100 Fahrenheit in many central parts of Spain today. Now, as we move through into Wednesday, we're going to find, if anything, that this area of high pressure tries to build a little bit from the Med and extending towards central parts of Europe. But it's still a bit of a messy picture, particularly across Scandinavia and the northeast. Upper air temperatures show that the heat is building across the south, so still hot through much of Med, very hot across Spain and Portugal, and that heat is beginning to push northwards again into southern and central parts of France. Elsewhere, still generally near normal to a little bit on the cooler side across central and northern areas. The showers are easing off through the middle part of the week across central parts of Europe, so Germany and parts of Poland turning drier. But as we go towards the northeast, yes, we have some showers up there, and then some showers coming back around in towards Norway and Sweden in particular. Showers generally easing off across the UK and Ireland, so turning drier there. Could be a few showers over the Alps, because thunderstorms often are featured through the summer across the Alps. Maybe some thunderstorms across parts of Italy as well. I think they're more likely in the mountainous regions. Again, generally, virtually the whole of the Med from Portugal in the west through to Greece and Turkey in the east is going to be dry through the middle part of the week, and dry through much of France as well. Heat is building across France, so southern France gain up to around 3800 Fahrenheit as we get through to midweek. That heat starting to push into central and northern parts of France as well, going up towards 30, 32 in some places, around 90 Fahrenheit. It still is relatively cool in the central regions, or actually it's near normal, so temperatures around 23, 24, 25. I'm sure to everybody in Germany, 25, 77 Fahrenheit is nothing to really write home about in the middle of July, but it's pretty warm compared to what I'm used to. And through the Med, still a hot sea Med, temperatures well into the low to mid 30s widely. Again, central Spain is over 40 degrees, 105 Fahrenheit through the middle part of the week. And then that heat will be pushing northwards into the end of the week, extending into many central parts of Europe as these areas of low pressure become increasingly pushed up towards the northwest, particularly through Scotland, Ireland and Scandinavia. Look at the heat extending out of the Med into Central Europe again, so France turning really hot, as does Germany. The heat extending through into Poland as well. The Balkans baking hot down there. Really will be a very hot scene across many parts of Europe at the end of the week. Still cool up in the very far north, and also cool through the UK. That he's going to try to get in to southern and southeastern parts of England, but it won't be long before it's swept away by cooler air coming in off the Atlantic this time. Most parts of Europe will be dry by the end of the week. There could be a few thunderstorms around northern Spain, just being triggered by the heat and instability, particularly as we go up towards the Bay of Biscay. With some thunderstorms there, but otherwise not a dry weather, a few storms over the Alps, but generally it is a dry scene from the west through towards the east of Europe. You can see loads of dry weather. Still some showers across parts of Scandinavia, western Russia, and some heavy rain, maybe thundery rain across parts of the UK and Ireland, particularly perhaps focused on northern parts. So there's the heat extending out of Spain in towards Central Europe once again. So Germany easily going up to 35 through the last stages of the week, 95 Fahrenheit, possibly going higher than that, knocking on the door of 100 Fahrenheit. And then extends through parts of France as well. Generally a really hot scene through most parts of Europe. You have to go right up to Scandinavia, which is off the screen, and into the UK and Ireland to find any cooler air. And then for next weekend, it looks like we're doing it all again actually. We're starting to build a ridge from the Azores across central parts of Europe that no doubt in a few days after this will generate the next heat wave. But a lot of dry weather continuing through into next weekend with this ridge building in off the Atlantic. Still a cooler, more unsettled scene for Scandinavia and the UK and Ireland. Upper air temperatures again show the heat beginning to reload across Spain, so that's signs of the next heat wave as we go out beyond this, trying to push out of North Africa. That first heat wave from middle and latter stage of the week is starting to be pushed in towards eastern parts of Europe. So you can see what's going on with this summer. The heat comes out of North Africa and Spain and Portugal. It spreads across the continent, pushes to the east, cools down a little bit, and then the heat starts to reload out of North Africa and Spain and Portugal, and the whole process starts over again. You notice that for the UK and Ireland and Scandinavia, it is a cooler scene. Precipitation as we go through next weekend shows that we've got risk of some thunderstorms across parts of the Alps, possibly Hungary, going down towards the Balkans. But again, it's almost universally dry, apart from a rogue thunderstorm throughout the Med. Showers and longer spells rain in Scandinavia, and it looks like persistent rain coming in to the UK and Ireland. Temperatures always coolest in the north and west of Europe. Most parts of Europe will be very warm, if not hot, although cooling down from where we are at the end of next week. Really hot in the southeast, the Balkans, up to the Black Sea, seeing temperatures widely going up to 38, 39 degrees, that's over 100 Fahrenheit. And it is a little bit cooler through the Med compared to how it is at the middle last stage of the week. And across Spain, it's a little bit cooler there, but still talking about temperatures knocking on the door of 100 Fahrenheit. But I think the heat will rebuild as we go through into the following week. So it's turning into a hot summer for many parts of Europe. We're getting these regular pushes of heat out of North Africa, Spain and Portugal. Cools down for a few days, and then the next push of heat comes along. So it's all going on. Going to be a really hot week though across many parts of Europe this week. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. Bye.